Well,
Yeah,
you're
might be
one,
what my
he's
plans
two,
are, yeah.
he's three, he's four.
Can you guys
One,
speak up?
two,
Let me hear y'all
What's
speak.
up, y'all?
Check.
In the building once again.
Check.
Portland and Park. It's your boy Big Wiz, the mayor of Minneapolis, the Long Doe General.
Yes, sir.
Nick
International rude boy.
Yo.
Is that a roadcast?
That's the bird
You
call.
need something to sip on, brother? We got toasted up, man.
Yeah, I want.
Get some of that blue, whatever that blue thing you guys.
Yeah, shout out to
That shit
Estrada.
look like
Shout
throw
out to
up
the
juice.
sponsor.
Hey man, don't be talking about my people like that, man. This is a good drink right
Got some
here.
cups for that?
That shit look like it's gonna
We
be.
got the bottle.
You want some of this?
Oh, you out? That's you?
I'm out the bottle with
ship
this.
that
Yeah.
stuff from
You want one? You can have some.
Remember
Hey,
that?
can somebody get a glass for Big Wiz, please?
No, we drinking out the bottle, man.
Okay, we can
want
do
a whole bottle?
No, I don't need a whole bottle.
Huh?
I don't need a whole bottle. Huh?
I do. Can I
You
get
need a bottle?
You can have it. I'll drink some of yours.
Can I get it to the side?
Shout out to Estrada.
Shout out to Estrada,
If you
yeah.
ain't drinking Estrada, you ain't drinking
You
nada.
drinking nada.
If you ain't drinking Estrada, you ain't drinking nada.
Word.
That's
Estrada
true.
need to cut that check.
Estrada gonna rock with us. Don't worry, man. Sometimes it's about doing things and not expecting right away, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Show 'em
This is a
proof.
good drink. Whether or not he pay me, this is a good drink.
We about to give it a different name like we did the other brands.
You remember the process it took to get this up here?
Look at this process. Hey, you want to tell them about the process?
My God.
Ooh.
Jim, we
Talking about
rolling, right?
Oh yeah.
It's okay if Pops is in here every now and then.
Yeah.
We
He's
wish,
he's the new
That makes it
Emaze.
organic.
we wish he had Portland and Parker on while he was doing it, but you know.
He's the new Emaze.
Where is Amazing?
He's working.
Is he?
Working.
I seen him one time at a Lupe concert.
What's up, man? What we doing?
Can I get
What
some?
you drinking?
I'm gonna
Careful. You
drink
been
all
shaking that shit up.
I need something to drink. You guys.
Careful now.
I had a long day.
Well, drink some
What
of
you
that.
drinking? What is that right
I'm
there?
afraid of popping
This
it.
is my punch, bro.
That's yours? Can I try some Hunch Punch?
There ain't no liquor in here.
Where's the Hunch Punch?
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a virgin
One
punch
person
right
one,
there.
Can somebody bring
I'll
one of
drink
the
it with
hosts some Hunch Punch one time?
It's
I'm
not
gonna get
bad.
that one.
It's not bad.
It's pretty good.
Big shout out to Estrada.
Shout out to Estrada. If you
Our
ain't
future
drinking
sponsor.
Estrada, you ain't drinking nada.
I remember drinking that in Key West.
I ain't getting no Estrada. Can I get some of that Estrada yada?
Warm fam,
You know what we saw-
Estrada.
warm fam some of that
You
shit.
know
That
that
young Eric Estrada.
we really.
Yeah.
So we were at the
How'd you get him here?
the Coco.
All right, that's good. I ain't trying to get
What?
slizzard.
Go ahead, answer that question.
That's
Hey.
good right there.
So, well, jump shot was in a
Can we start the podcast after his story?
No, let's start.
Why don't
No,
you
go
let
ahead.
no,
No, not
fam,
the
don't
story.
do
We'll tell the
that.
story on the podcast.
Don't start that shit.
Don't start what shit. What I say?
Don't make me come over there, fam.
Are we rolling? Shout out to our production partner, Conduit.
Con do it. If you're gonna do it, you should con do it.
Period.
Okay?
We'll let it come. dude.
Merch.
Yo, can you tell him the story? Teach this young African
I'm
man
gonna need some more. Let me
some
see that again.
things about Estrada.
So, well,
This ain't
it
bad.
started off easy. We were supposed to just ship it, but we didn't have a dock, so we couldn't do LTL shipping, which is basically dock to dock. So Jump Shot had to rent a U-Haul, and basically you had to load everything personally, didn't you?
With these.
Yeah, so he FaceTimed me. He was smoking a blunt with a Beyond Bars Media shirt on.
Loading cases
with,
at
with
Estrada.
but you remember how low we had to like keep the whole thing because it was,
Yeah, you ain't supposed to do that.
yeah, we weren't supposed to do that.
Yeah, but these made it all the way from Florida, South Florida, Broward County, Dade County, West Palm Beach, all the way up here
Some Russian dude delivered it.
Minnesota.
to Minnesota right now.
That's the
They
independent.
made it to
line.
Portland and Park. Hey, so shout out to Estrada.
Shout out Estrada. Big time.
Shout
Big
out to
shout
Estrada
out.
one more time for the one time.
Thank you.
There's
Thank you.
Oh, thank
there's a
you.
lot if you like
Oh,
it.
man.
I appreciate that. That's what I'm talking about. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Time for the
That's
one
that's
time.
for me or you.
Yes, sir.
You know what?
Yes, sir.
Hey, can we have one more of those, please?
One more what,
You,
team?
sir.
Thank you.
Punch?
One more Hunch Punch, please.
No JMO? I was gonna bring a bottle.
Why
of
you
JMO
calling
too.
that thing Hunch Punch, bro? No Diddy.
Something about it, man.
It's too soon.
Yeah, bro. You giving dudes Hunch Punches?
Come on, man. I got plans, okay? Not with y'all. I got plans.
Talk about it. Let's hear about your plans.
We gonna be
Let's hear about your hunch.
Hey, look,
plans, bro.
look. I'm just warming up for the night show, man. You know, we got another show coming up with Twig in a little bit here. We also have a night show that's gonna have the ladies. It's gonna be amazing.
Yo, shout out Twig. That's a legend right there. Street Kings.
Yes, sir.
Real
Yes,
shit. Welcome
sir.
home, Twig.
Welcome
Big
home,
shout out.
Twig. Oh, thank you. Man.
Big shout out.
Thank you so much. Yes. Yes.
Please put it over there. Wait.
Shout out.
You know how I feel about liquids around
Shout out to Miss
Electronics.
Pam.
equipment. Yeah. It just makes me nervous.
This is good.
Yeah, it is.
Can I start the show now?
Yeah. Slide numbers down, boys and boys. Slide numbers down, pulling down.
Show now. Welcome everybody.
We started already.
Yes. Once again, I'd like to welcome everybody to Portland and Park.
Yeah.
I go by the International Rude Boy AP, and I'm with my podcast partner, my brother.
My name is Jump Shot the Jones on all platforms. Some people call me 2K. They used to call me Fick back in the days. You know what I'm saying? We starting to bring that back. You know what I mean? Street Prez. I remember when Street Kings was out there and Street Prez was out there. And we was trying to figure things out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's Veterans Day, so shout out to the street veterans. I
Shout
consider
out to the
myself
Rep
one of
Minnesota
them. You know what I'm
King, forever in control.
Yes, sir.
That was one of the hardest beats ever.
All day.
Rocky.
saying? Yes, sir.
Well, I would like to
Shout out to Rocky. Might as well shout Rocky out, right?
shout out Rock City. I'd like to introduce our guests. We got Big Wiz,
What's up,
a.k.a.
y'all?
Nick Swisher.
In the building, it's an honor to be here. Shout out to Portland and Park.
You know what
We're
I'm
gonna
saying?
talk that shit.
Long Door Records.
Follow me on all platforms at Big Wiz 612.
Yeah, that's how we rocking.
That's how we rock. You go, Tommy.
He hit you.
And we have our guy Aaron Schnaggy, you know what I'm saying, a.k.a.
Oh, we're giving out governments now.
Aaron
huh?
Schnaggy,
baby.
Aaron
aka
Schnaggy.
Snaggy baby.
You're a businessman.
Yeah, you a businessman.
We still got it.
Business,
We still
man.
loan me as
Okay,
something else.
yeah, a.k.a.
Give my social
Snaggy,
security
a.k.a.
number, too?
Snaggy baby, you know what I'm saying?
Social
Birthday
Security.
8.
No, I don't know your social, you
I'm
know
still
what
on
I'm saying?
parole, man.
Hey, we'll blurt that
Yeah.
out if we got to.
Woo,
You
woo,
know what
woo,
I'm saying? What's up, man? How y'all doing?
Good, man.
Good.
Good.
Glad to be here.
Thank you for pulling up on Portland and Park, man.
It was a process.
Man, I love the building, the whole, what you want to call it here, the cow pound.
Yes, sir.
They got everything. They got it going here, man.
the stabbing.
Shout out to Conduit.
Shout out to
you know what I'm saying?
Conduit. Hey,
If you're gonna do it, you might as well Conduit.
No, I came. They had catering for us. They had drinks for us.
Hey man, we gonna
Man,
take
this
care
is-
of our people.
Took care of us already. So
it's amazing. It's amazing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We blessed, so it's amazing to be able to be a blessing too. You know what I mean?
no, it's definitely a blessing to be here.
Hey,
Some of us ain't. Right?
some of us ain't.
Some of us ain't.
Talk about it, Snags. What you mean some of us ain't?
Some of us ain't here. Some people
Like
didn't
who?
make it this far.
Like what? What happened to them?
They changed energy forms. They're no longer in a physical body. You know, gives you perspective. You know,
Yeah.
that's four
Each
people.
day you wake up, you got to feel blessed. Definitely.
Yeah.
Just lost Candyman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just lost Candy, man.
A lot of people this 2024, man. You know, big, huge loss in the music community. One of arguably the greatest producers. You know what I'm saying? Quincy Jones just
Rest in
passed
peace.
away at 91. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
Another
That's,
Jones.
I mean, that man been producing from Ray Charles to Sammy Davis Jr. to what's his name? Old Blue Eyes.
Frank Sinatra.
We talking about the whole Rat Pack. All them guys, like countless movie soundtracks.
And probably the most necessary album of all time, Thriller.
Yeah. Oh my God, 40 million sold.
You know what I
Still got
mean?
the red jacket in your closet?
Nah, it still fits. It still fits too. The zippers and all that.
Quincy Jones is like what Jay Prince is to the South for rap. Honestly, for music. When you look at what he's done and what he's behind,
Yeah. Oh my God.
like you kind of got to go through him, like they got to go through Jay Prince if you're in the South.
Jay Prince got Drake.
flip your chain, bro.
That's wild.
Yeah, man. That's big facts though. 'Cause,
Yeah. Jay Prince Jr. discovered Drake. They still They still get Drake money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's when you go to Detroit, you got to see, you know, you got to check in.
You got to check in with Trick.
You got to check in with Trick.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
Detroit, Houston, all the big cities.
people don't realize
How
that.
do you check in Cali? That's what I want to know.
I know it's too much.
What if you check in with the wrong people? Like, oh yeah, y'all good over
So
here.
I don't
and they
understand
got
this.
problems with these people over here.
I feel like the people that got to check in is the ones that are doing too much. I feel like if you're legible and you're highly favored, you ain't got to check in. I didn't check in. I was good out in Cali.
I feel like you
And I
stay
did
out
real
the way.
legendary shit.
Yeah.
I was out there with Chief Keef and them. Shout out to my boy Brandon.
Yeah, shout out to Brandon.
B-Rad.
Yeah.
We ain't giving out
Yeah.
folk governments. Shout out to my boy.
Only yours.
Only mine. Only mine.
Shout out to my boy B-Rad out there.
Right.
But nah, I didn't check. I mean, I don't know. I think checking in is if you're out there doing big business or out there, you know, making big money in the city, then you probably got to check in with somebody.
Yeah.
But if you're out there just floating around,
It's wild out of town, though. You got to be careful.
Man, you gotta be careful right here. You know what I mean? You gotta be careful. You
Yeah,
gotta
out
be
your
careful
back door.
on the swivel.
You know.
And always, you know what I'm saying, make the good decisions. You know what I'm saying?
no, you're right.
All that passport bro stuff. But I just, even still, though, I don't get the check-in. Like, I stay out the way. Like, check-in, like, what do we, because, like, we're entertainers and all of these things is just like, why is this like this? So, are the check-in only for the rappers? I've always wondered, you know what I'm saying? Only hip-hop,
Right.
only the hip-hop community has to check in?
Right.
Like, no other genre of music?
No.
No,
Country music
you
don't
know what I'm
gotta
Right.
saying? Country music don't got to check in. So only that only applies to the hip-hop community, huh?
I seen
Yeah,
that.
you're right on that. It is.
I seen
That's
back in the
whack
day
as
they
hell.
made Justin Bieber check in, had him doing push-ups.
I've seen that and singing and shit. And his car broke down. Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah.
I feel like checking in though.
Who did he
That,
check in with?
his car broke down in the hood somewhere, and they had him.
The homies.
They had him.
Checking
Yeah,
with homies?
real
So
shit.
they made him sing.
They had him singing
That
acapella.
looks staged, though, bro.
Where? What
No
city?
way.
That looks staged.
No way.
But I feel like checking in has to do with like if you're successful and popular and getting money in their demographic making money. I feel like that's why.
Well,
I don't know. I
okay.
don't feel like no regular person got to check in. No local cat got to check in. But
A
if you're
civilian.
a civilian, don't got to check. Even a local artist don't really got to check in. But
I'm
I
a
feel like
civilian.
if you're making
Let's
money,
put that out there.
Yeah.
The rude boy is 1,000% a civilian. I ain't on no gangster shit. I ain't no bitch now, but I ain't on no gangster shit. So all you gangsters, leave me the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying?
it really comes down to
Go
politics.
find some other gangsters to do gangster things with.
Likewise, we doing business.
no,
We do
civilians.
business. You know what I'm
Civilians.
saying? Straight up.
Stand on business.
Yeah.
Again, you paid the
Sipping at Estrada.
What's up, man?
So Big Wiz, you know what I mean? I want to know. So when did you get started in the music? When did that bug? When did you get bit by that music bug? Or at what age did you
age of,
realize
I was a young kid at I got into hip hop. I would like rock and roll first.
Mm-hmm.
And my cousin put headphones on my head, and it was Beastie Boys. And from there, it went NWA, Public Enemy, Two Live Crew, Ghetto Boys. It just flourished from there. But as far as creating music, I would say right after high school. I'm gonna give y'all my age right now. So right around '99.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think 2000 I started recording. 2002 we created Longdoe Records, and from there we just continued a steady pace.
Who's up part of Longdoe?
Me and my business partner Tony Bones.
All right.
Shout out to Tony Bones.
Shout
Yeah,
out
we got the
Tony
brand.
Bones,
I got
you
the
know
brand.
what I'm
I got it branded on me. You know,
Okay.
for life. We started from South Minneapolis. We just wanted to put our neighborhood on at the time, and then like I said, cats like Fick and Street Kings put pressure on us, made us up the ante a little bit because we was watching y'all out here doing your thing, and it was a beautiful thing at that time. So you guys kind of put the battery in our back to do better, to be creative, to be original, to not follow trends, to not follow coattails. So that was one thing I took pride in. We might have took the journey a little bit longer, took a detour, but I would never do it differently. We did it with no investors, everything from ourselves.
Yeah.
We got it how we knew best back then, you know.
Fact.
Statute of limitations, we was getting it out getting out the mud. And
I mean,
just learned a lot from it. But yeah, I just loved music. I always wanted to be involved some way or another, and that was the beginning, was recording music. Then I went to managing artists, to promoting shows, to building platforms for up and coming artists, to now DJing. That's always been something that's been in. I always wanted to monetize my life around music, and I figured it out literally within the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Took me like 20 years to figure it out the right way, but
I mean, shit. It's no time frame.
right.
You know what I mean? There's no time frame. Like, as long as you're making positive strides, you're doing what you want. I figured, like, the way I like to look at things, you know what I'm saying, for all artists out there, no matter if you reach the highest heights or wherever you get, or you're still striving to make it, you know, there's no time frame, there's no time limit, you just got to keep progressing. You just got to find your angle and keep reinventing yourself if need
Yeah.
be, you know.
Keep transitioning into just greater situations.
Yeah.
I feel like I've grown a lot. In the beginning, I just wanted to be a rapper. I wanted to get on. My goal was to perform at First Avenue Main Room, and we did that in our first year.
Damn.
So then I was like, okay, well, then we started.
What's next?
Yeah, for real. That's like, damn, that happened quick. So
That's a legendary stage, though.
Now we did our first
that's a
album release.
Legendary stage.
we brought AG and Party Artie from the legendary, rest in peace, Party Artie. AG from Digging in the Crates crew.
AG and Showbiz
Yeah.
and AG.
We did that. First Ave, damn near sold it out.
Y'all maintain a long relationship with which one?
With AG,
Showbiz?
with AG, yeah.
Yeah.
He ended up staying with me for like 5 months. He ended up being in a raid at my crib and everything.
God
Like,
damn, man,
yeah,
that
shit
man
was-
came down here from New
crazy.
York, and he.
Slide up and down, boys and boys. Slide up and down, boys and down.